Yeah, good day. Welcome to Martinez Design, a continuation of our Australia Design Hotel. So, in this potential concepts, we are going to continue with what we have started. But before we do that, let me show you something I want to talk about. I want to design this base alone to coordinate this base before I bring all these concepts at the top. So this base is going to be something exciting. I'm going to do that first to coordinate that concept before I start detailing every interior and every department of the building. So what I'm doing here now is that let me go to elevation. So south elevation. This is south elevation, maybe coordinated. But something is here that I want to let people know. I want to return this one to hidden line. Now, if you have issue with your, because maybe like okay, you have you are not seeing to the far end of every clip like this place now. So you touch this one, then you are seeing maybe the whole thing is cut halfway. It doesn't sit far there. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Click on far clip and see where you're on the far clip. Click on this clip with lines and see where the hole. You see, can you see that I just stop at the very first beginning? It has nothing to do with this let's say I create another grid at this point. Now I stop here. The elevation marker will not sit. So let me give you that instance. Click here and say from here to here, this 8, then do another one at this point, and this is what 9. So we have 8 and 9 now. So let us go to this west and see whether we are going to see that. So can you see it stops at A, it stops at D. So it does not have any connection with the next one because the elevation line of this wall at the back surface is not showing. The reason why they stop at the far front of this. So this is where it stops. So if you want to do this and increase the marker size, that's why you need to click. If you click on it like this, is because you have coordinated the line. So if you click on this clip line, can you see? Let's say you click on this and you come to this clip line and you say no clip line, so it resemble one, so it will remain like that. If you go to west, you are not going to see it. So pardon that explanation because some of the people said they are not seeing the whole elevation line on their drawing. This is the one I have to use this to explain it. So click here and say clip far line or clip. You can do clip without line. If you do clip without line, you're going to see there. So just like extending it to the last point. So now go to the west elevation and you're going to see this 8 and 9. Can you see? So they are now showing. So every part of the elevation has been marked out and everything is being coordinated. So you can do the same thing for every other part of where there is that elevation issue. So it will not show, but it's going to be seen there. So click without line, so extend it. So that's how you work on that, and before you continue with the project consistently. So this one, everywhere you draw within that period now is going to be significantly recognized. Extend it. So that is it for this aspect. So the next aspect is that I want to build the concept of what I'm doing, I'm creating so far. And how will I do that? You all understand the way it works, but this one is going to take more dynamic parts. So this leave this 2B line. I'm going to rename it and redesign it for something different later. So I want to select this particular wall. After I select this particular wall, I'm going to click here. I want to use slant. So I'm using slant here now. So at the slants, okay, let me use something. Let me leave it for it. Let me do what I want to do finish before I select this slant. So I want to coordinate this. Go to elevation of west or east. Let me go to south. So that's the longest side. So at that south now, I want to create more level at this level. So when you create more level, go to this level and create one more. Go to this level and create another one, and go to the next one and create another one, and go to the next one and create another one. So I want potentially created everything one after the other. I don't want to create a massive level that I'm not going to be using again, start deleting them. So I want to create all this level one after the other. If you want to see the way I created array level, you can check out one of my tutorial in the old ones. When I was creating hotel, I did the same pattern to create the first hotel that I created. So type 3000. So do the same thing here again, type 3000. Then you do the same thing here, type 3000. And do the last one by typing 3000. So these are the levels. So we're going to use level. This is level 1, 2, 3, 4. So the 4 part of it. So now you select this and you say move to calculate it. You can do it without, or you snap it to what you want to snap first. So if you want to say, just calculate this one. So 3 times 4, that is 12. Say 12,000 unconnected. So you join to that level. So as you join to that level now, you go to you can leave this one. So edit this position, drag the now what you do is that you now create the whole spatial, just edit the elevation. After you have edited the elevation, so what you need to do is to coordinate this opening. It's long to be long line vertical opening against all those sides. So it's going to cut across the level, and at the same time move potentially. Now it's going to be 1000. You know normal level window, so you select this. From this relationship come to this point. So it's not going to be, it's going to be higher than this. Where we do 1000 to 1001 at that junction. So you increase this one to, you change this one to 1, 2. Okay, the distance between, the distance between this one and this one will be, let's say 1600, so that it's half now. So you copy this, you paste it around. I don't want it to be higher than 3000, no matter what the case may be. So if you're building yours, you can increase the height, let the height be higher than that. So because maybe you are putting surfaces around that area. So now I have done this in my own specific way. So I'm coordinating this one too by putting it into from one level to another, and to the other. So that is what we do. So now I'm going to break this into pieces. Do the same thing at this side. Now you coordinate them to give you what you need. So that is how you focus your attention and begin to do your demonstration of design and after the other. It takes time, but you need just to take your precious time as well and say finish. So this one is done at that level. Now when you select this, now there is something you can do. Vertical, I want to bend it, so I'm going to slant it. So I'm slanting it by 2, let me just say 2 degrees and see how far I will go with it. Dimension, yes, this is the dimension. I don't want the dimension. Now go to your east elevation and see whether it's slanted. So what did you do? It slanted within, so you make minus of it so that you slant outside. Now you want to increase it a bit. I want to slant it by let's say by 5. So I want it more slanted. So yes, good. So I want this one in this manner. So when you go to, after you are done with this, you can now go to your elevation. Let's say go to your save this project. Come to this, select this particular one because they have the same unique. So when you come to this one, then you say you mirror it. Mirror this, so you look for the center. So if you mirror that, so you see slant, right? So slant here is mirror is going to be 5 because it has changed. So check from the elevation and you see what you've done. So now you can create a temporary camera view and see that you follow up, because you need to get the concept right from the camera, because that's the perspective which everybody is going to be looking at your building. So you can see what I've created. So the concept is building up one after the other. So this is what I'll be able to do with this concept. So you can now select this one. We are going to use different method to gather this one out. So you do this one and select and say 12,000 as well. So let them move to the add more. So let them move to the top. So you can imagine. So look at it. The concepts are coming up and they are having the same identity. So that is what we are building, and that is what we focus our attention on. So we are done with this one now. The next thing we want to do is to create the next act of action, and that is where to focus on the front elevation and start doing things the way they want to do it. But for now, let me close that back side, so that the back too will have what it is to stay in that position. So as I've done this one, what I need to do is that I will click and I'll say edit the profile, go to the east and say okay. So from there now you can now follow this pattern up by clicking this and click this. So we are not going to create any part of opening at the back, but we're going to use another different method to do whatever we want to do at that level. So close it up and click finish. So what happened? So click this one to continue sketch. So delete this intersecting line. Click finish. Continue. You can still do the needful. Then do it to this side too. So click finish. So that is it. So you have it. So you can go to any part of the 3D. Maybe you select 3D homes and see what you've created. Can you see? So this is it. This is how the concept is going to form and it's going to look like. So edit this one and bring it to 12,000. The way you have done. It is 12,000. Stop right 12. Good. So we have done with this. Then you do the same thing here as well. So I'm not allowed to do this one. So what we do is just copy this one and just repeat it continuously to the next term. Copy and say paste. Select to this and say 2, 4, 3, 4, 5. So let's say paste. So that is the. So you can imagine that they are all coming up one after the other. So this is the concept we are creating. So you can check it from the shaded parts and see it. So here the concept of this is settled at this level. So the next concept is to create the concept within the high-rise concept, the one that we're going to go up. That is that shootout part of this point. So we are going to create that, but not now. So let me just adjust a little bit about this particular side before I move potentially to develop some other space. So go back here and start willingly. So at this junction, what you just need to do is to select this wall. After you have selected that wall, you say copy, because I just want to paste something different in that area. What you need to do is that you click here now, you say move, say copy from this side and then copy it inside. So here you reset the profile, because I don't need the profile to be setting. Then you say edit and do what? Duplicate. So I'm duplicating this side now to have me just say glass. This method is used for everything that is more applicable, so you don't need to be repeating your effort on this thing. That is why you need to focus on this line. So the structure is going to determine again and say edit that aspect, and this is the appearance we are going to work on. So the same things I say, duplicate the material and you write what you want to write there. Say aluminium, just say aluminium glass, so that you'll be able to find it and identify it whenever. So use the appearance and say appearance again, and you change whatsoever you want to change in this place. So here say appearance library. Why I want you to consistent, so that you'll be able to focus on the next level. I will have left it for the last stage, but focus here so that you'll be able to focus on the concept and the function of the space. So you click on glass and you select the blue or anyone that you know that okay, it fits the side of what you are doing. So you can select this blue for now, after which you start rendering. If it's not meeting up, then you leave it and start another thing entirely. So you click OK, and then so the structure, you need to reduce this one to something like the thickness of the wall. The something is always like 0.5 mm, so just like 5 mm will be okay, and say OK for that and click OK. So as you are done with this, so you need to move from these points and submit it here. I don't know where. Yes, I think this one, yes, it's done. So you submit it there. It's actually what you need to have. So as you have there, you can now go and create a temporary section like this. So from here you flip it and go to view. So this is what you have created. So you move this one and let it be aligned. You can align it, because since they are using the same slanting angle, so align that. Look at it from the perspective of the 3D you have created, and then you make it a mirror, shaded side. So can you see? So you can decide to use the realistic as well and coordinate it whether it flows to or not, but the shaded side will be the best option. So you see the blue aspect of this flowing out. So what you do there is that you go there to the foundation, wherever you can find them, or the section you've just created, then you do you do a proper mirror to this one. So the way you have mirrored that one, it will be more easy. So do that now. Then you mirror them. There is no middle center line. You can just mirror it. Then you align it the way you did. So since they are using the same slant angle, it's easy and better. So with that, you are done with this concept development of the ground side concept. So this is the ground side concept you have done. So the thing is looking potentially like a ship, and that is what we want. So after which you have done with this one, you can now copy and create the foundation aspect, but this is not what we want to create now. So I just want to demonstrate this for you guys to see. So this is what we have done today. This is what. So this concept is, this hotel is taking time, but I want you to learn them one after the other. Learn them with. So it's going to be a project of long period, but I want you to focus one after the other to learn in a very definite level. So you focus on this later and adjust the coating, so you can see the bending and the ability for it. So thanks for watching. time for seeing this. In the next tutorial, I'm going to see